Hi, I'm Heather Dudley Nollette, and I'm the great-great-great-granddaughter of Lucinda and Loren Hastings, who built this beautiful building, the Hastings Building, in Port Townsend, Washington, in 1889. The Hastings Building is still owned by the original family, and we're seeking to complete a full historic rehabilitation on the building in the near future. This building is one of only a few remaining structures designed by the architect Elmer H. Fisher, and in retrospect, Fisher is well known for designing grand architectural features like the full-length glass atrium in this building that were perhaps too advanced for the engineering technology of the day. The atrium here in the Hastings Building cracked under snowpack sometime around the 1930s, and we're hoping to restore it, in addition to many of the other features like the conical cupola on the top of the building, when we complete the rehabilitation. My brother and my cousins and I grew up visiting Port Townsend and running around playing hide and seek in this building. But most of the people in Jefferson County, including many who've lived in our community their whole lives, have never been inside the upper floors of this building. My grandmother, Jean Dudley, along with Mary Johnson, did use the upper floors of the Hastings Building to begin the Port Townsend Summer School of the Arts in the 1960s. And there are still people today here in our community who do remember taking classes from Jean and Mary in this building. And they're as excited as we are about the possibility of rehabilitating the Hastings Building and bringing it back to the community. The Hastings Building is a pivotal historic structure in Port Townsend's downtown historic district. The Port Townsend Main Street program has facilitated so much work over the last 26 years to ensure the historic preservation and economic vitality of our commercial historic districts while maintaining our small town quality of life. Winning this National Trust Challenge would help our community to develop historic preservation and economic development resources like an online interactive building and business inventory, which would help us to preserve and promote the buildings and businesses in our commercial historic districts. Historic places like the Hastings Building do matter to people. They represent a connection to our past and an opportunity to come together today to steward our community resources into the future. Vote for the Hastings Building because this place matters. Vote online for the Hastings Building at porttownsendmatters.com and see the description bar below this YouTube video for more information. Historic places like the Hastings Building do matter to people. They represent a connection to our past and an opportunity to come together today to steward our community resources into the future. Vote for the Hastings Building because this place matters. I'm going to do it again.